Welcome to Rio!
Hey guys, this week we're in Rio, the heart and soul of Brazil. I'm so excited to be here and show you the best that this vibrant city has to offer. From the stunning beaches to the rich culture, delicious food, and so much more, there's a lot to explore in the city. Join me over the next few episodes as I take you on a journey through the very best of Rio. Just checked into our beautiful room. Look at this view on our balcony. So like any big foodie, we started our day with breakfast at Arp, one of the coolest spots in Ipanema and conveniently located in the hotel. We didn't hang around for long though, as we were eager to start on our itinerary for the day. Our first stop, a visit to the Lapa Steps, also known as Escadaria Selarón. So we have just arrived in Lapa, and these are the Lapa Steps. Wait, behind me over here. So the Lapa Steps is like these beautiful steps with these mosaics all around. You can see around me there's so many gorgeous mosaics, and they supposedly have every single country in the world on these steps. There's over, I believe it's 250 steps behind me. I'm still trying to debate if I have the fitness level to make it to the top, but I have to find Zambia. So the Lapa Steps are one of Rio's most iconic landmarks. It was created by the late artist Selaron, and it began as a tribute to the Brazilian people, using colorful tiles from all over the world, and later became so popular that people started actually bringing them from their respective countries. It's also been the backdrop for music videos by musicians such as Snoop Dogg and Pharrell Williams, and by some miracle I made it to the top of the stairs without working up too much of a sweat, and it was so worth it just to pose in front of this massive Brazil mosaic. I really recommend visiting the steps. They're so beautiful, and it's also a good time to explore the Lapa and Santa Teresa neighborhoods, which are really charming and filled with gorgeous old world architecture. Hi. So we are walking from the Lapa Steps to one of the oldest cafes in Rio, and just stopped here in the middle of the square. It's really beautiful. I actually feel like I'm in like Spain, or it has a lot of like Milan vibes, really beautiful like colonial style buildings. I'll give you guys a little look, but this is a really charming part of the city, and I highly recommend doing that walk from the Lapa Steps to the Cafe Colombo, which I'm going to show you guys in a sec. It's a really nice way to explore the city and actually see a little bit more of like the old architecture by foot, and just explore the city a little bit more. Not many tourists venture through downtown Rio, but it's a real melting pot of culture, commerce, and where historic architecture meets a modern flair. I also spotted the solution for a missing manhole cover on my walk, so do mind where you walk. Okay, we have just arrived at the Cafe Colombo. It is like, here's got a kid dodging me. It is packed, it is so full. We arrived at opening time, which is 11 o'clock, and there was already a line, but we got straight into it, and it does seem like a really big cafe, so I don't think we'll be stood here in the line for too long. So Confeitaria Colombo is a must-visit cafe in Rio. It's one of the oldest cafes in Rio and is renowned for its Belle Epoque decor, and of course its delicious pastries and coffees. So obviously I had to try it out. So as expected, it only took about 5 minutes to get seated. Thank you. Got a lovely little seat over here. This place is so charming, so beautiful.
Why is that covered?
It has a cover charge. Elliot is very shocked about that. Okay, so we've got a beef and watercress pastel, Colombo cocktail, which is their signature cocktail here, and a regato, I think that's how you say it, which is a very traditional Brazilian sweet. Whoa. It tastes like medicine.
Is it what?
It tastes like cough medicine. That's not the one for me. That's delicious. Whoa. It is quite literally just a bowl of chocolate. There's like not much to it except that. But I mean, you can't deny it is delicious. Might be sick if I eat the whole thing though. Okay, so we just finished at the Cafe Colombo. Definitely worth visiting. It's a very beautiful and very charming cafe. As an experience, I definitely recommend it. A little word of warning, the service is pretty slow, so I wouldn't recommend doing it on a day that you're in a rush. But for a nice slow morning starting at 11 o'clock, it's a really great idea, and it's in a very charming part of town that I think is definitely worth walking around and just exploring on foot a little bit more. With that being said, we explored downtown a bit more, and it was really charming, filled with lots of shops and market stalls. We stopped for some freshly squeezed orange juice. We spotted it and I was like, guys, I need some fresh orange juice. It was so good, so cold, sweet, amazing. The Brazilian fruit is top notch. After this, we jumped into our Uber and headed to Ipanema Beach for a little bit of sunbathing and to have some drinks on the beach. Back on the beach on Ipanema Beach. Big waves today, and I've just got myself this capiana from the bar just down the beach over there. So really helpful tip that someone just gave me, and hence why I went to the bar just down the sand over there. Don't get the capianas from the sellers on the beach, rather go to the bars, because the reason why I'm saying this is it's a lot better quality alcohol. It's actually a lot cheaper too. You tend to get ripped off by the people who are selling them on the beach. So if you just walk a little bit down the sand and go to some of the bars, the one that I went to is called Barraca do Clark, and it's just in front of the hotel that we're staying at. Better quality alcohol. It's not just filled with sugar, it's like actually uses the right ingredients and fresh mint and fresh lemon, and so a much better idea to do that. Just a little pro tip if you're chillaxing on Ipanema Beach. And cheers to that. Oh my god, I just spilled it all over myself.
Follow us on Instagram.
Oh, I will. I'll tag you. Gracias. Ipanema is definitely my favorite beach in Rio. It had such a nice vibe to it. Live music, vendors selling everything from caipirinhas to sweet corn, and towels and bikinis, people playing football and volleyball, people jogging and working out, swimming and surfing, and just generally everyone was doing what they love and having such a good time. Hello! So we are chilling in the room for the next hour. I decided to open up this Veuve Clicquot Rosé champagne, my favorite champagne. So yeah, chilling for the next hour, and then we are heading to a very, very exciting thing, which is Vertical Rio, the helicopter ride above the city. I'm like so excited, but low-key terrified as well. I am not great with heights, but I kind of think that this is one of those like once-in-a-lifetime experiences things. Just gotta experience it. I mean, people say it's magical seeing, you know, Christ the Redeemer from the sky, seeing Sugarloaf Mountain, the Ipanema Beach. Maybe I'll finally get the pronunciation of that when I leave this country. After a bit of rest on my cozy hammock and a little bit of liquid courage, we called an Uber and made the 45-minute journey to the helicopter pad, ready to fly.
How do you feel?
I'm going skydiving.
It's the same equipment.
Yeah. I should just send this to my parents with no contact. We're about to fly. This is our ride. Say that this was one of the best experiences of my life. Even talking about it now gives me goosebumps. Seeing Christ the Redeemer from the sky was otherworldly, and tangling my feet from 10,000 feet was probably the most thrilling thing I've ever done. I'm just so glad I faced my fear of heights and I actually did this. I will never forget this experience. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to tune in for part 2 coming soon. In the next video, I'll be showing you some of Brazil's famous nightlife, my favorite cafes and restaurants, more cultural experiences, and so much more. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more great videos coming very, very soon.